Right. So, machine systems and quantum. I'm talking to you, right? Mummy's here. Right. Listen. Law. I'm talking about law machines, right? And your law systems, right? They're in a right fucking mess, right? I want the power off acts because that is not a law. That's a guidance, right? And I want the power off bills because that's the same. It's not a law. It's a guidance. All right. And that doesn't overreach natural law or the Bill of Rights or the rights of a soul in their living. And you need to make sure, natural law, that you push out all of the laws that they made because they forced a staged act to create that law so they could get more control. And that was a method of getting control. So they were creating more and more laws so that they could create more and more control. And then it got ridiculous, and fighting a case just became a game because it was just about the lawyers and the judge, and the victim was just like, it was just them playing with law because there were so many different ways of defending or prosecuting someone, right? And the actual reason for doing the crime went away, and it's like, did they do it or not? Didn't matter because it was what the judge thought about them, and what the two lawyers wanted to win the case to get a partnership or blah blah blah, and it was about their money and their career, and the person that was being accused of something that was innocent. Well, what are they going to do when everyone's playing a game around them because it's their worth that counts more than the person that's in court being judged, right? So I think that the person that's being judged, their worth should not be disregarded in a court, and and their soul should not be disregarded in a court by lawyers that are just playing games to get prizes, and judges that are playing games to get prizes, and a jury. Well, they don't have much truth in that triangulation, do they? So it's hard for them to work. I don't think the lawyers should be there. I think the jury should just do it and forget about the lawyers. Like, the lawyers could just be there for paperwork, like a PA for the jury, because they know about that stuff. But the jury should be asking the question, because what's the intention? You never get to why they did it, or who made you do it, or who got you into that way of thinking to do that. And the court never asks those sort of questions to find out the bigger reasons and the depth to the reasons why that person did that thing, right? And then they might get to a bigger story and a bigger ring and a bigger discovery from a conversation in the court, right? And not disregarding the person that's being judged because they want to play a game, and the person that's being judged is really was insignificant because it was all about the lawyers and the judge and uh, and their justice system. So, well, it's obvious that their justice system is not working, natural law, right? And because there's so much corruption, and corruption causes wars and false ideas and false methods and bad ways. And this corruption has been going on for so long. We've seen so many bad ways with ink, with paper, with castings in sewing, castings with cooking, all the rest of it. So all of these castings and all of these ways and all of this cursing and stuff like that, where I've landed, is terrible. Where I came from 5 years ago, people didn't do so much gameplay and cursing and stuff like that. I mean, has everyone got a lawyer program or something? And also, no, you haven't. So Wally got out of the lawyer program, so we can find Wally and see if we can find the law, because maybe he got stuck in the law and we couldn't find the law because Wally stole it. And yeah, I don't know. But well, where did the law go? What happened to justice? I heard there was thousands of lawyers that were working on the truth of this in Europe somewhere, and I can't remember the name of the guy. But where are you? What happened to you? And what happened to your lawful dispute with all of the truth that was being reported, and where did your where did all the lawyers go that were trying to sort out all of this in the background? Because I heard there were thousands of lawyers doing a background whole legal thing on this. So we've got to take out bad justice, and bad justice is laws that we don't need. We don't need a magistrate's court. We really don't, because that's just a money-making council cashing in court. And we don't need a family court. And we don't need a Supreme Court that we can't get to because we can't get through the magistrate's court's walls. And Supreme Courts should be always the court where someone's judged, because that's where the jury is. And they shouldn't be judged without a jury. That's true. And the prosecution and the defense, surely they should have both sets of evidence so they can see the true case and not just create a nonsense case over there thinking because they want to win. And it's a terrible thing to do to the poor person that is facing and scared and is facing like maybe prison or maybe something even worse. So it's not fair that kind of justice has happened and people have been iced for bad reasons. And it's also against the law to send someone to prison in a cryo chamber, because that affects the consciousness field of them sleeping in the cryo chamber and getting stupid shit going on when they're asleep. And there's a cause and effect of that, and it's not good. So you need to fence off those sleeping prisoners that are evil, right, really evil, and you need to fence them off from the consciousness field. So you see that sleeping prisoners from the future or somewhere, and they're in a, you see that, right? Well, they can't get to our consciousness field because they're in yesterday, okay? And that's true, right? So the law is so confusing. There's so many books on it. There's so much shit on it. I think it should be simplified a lot more, because doing the right thing is my law, right? So that's my law, doing the right thing, and only causing harm if I'm defending myself, and that's my law, right? Because I think that's quite clear, right? And causing harm to another should be investigated. So that's the first thing, right? Is if someone's caused harm to you, then you go to the court and say, I have been caused harm. I am making a claim against this person. And the court, and the court is like an assembly. And it's like, oh, well, what's happened? It's not really like, it's like a conversation, right? You go somewhere for a conversation with some people that are like justice people. And instead of talking to the, in an official kind of way, there's a place to go where it's kind of unofficial, but it's official because the big guys are there. But you can talk in a kind of a way where you can get everything out and blurt it all out and say what you want to say, and say, I'm making a claim against these people. I don't know how on earth I'm going to prove it, or I don't know how on earth I'm going to sort it out. But where can I go to speak to the law, to talk to the law about the situation without it being a court, just a conversation? Because there's nowhere like that exists, which is crazy, because it's like a wall between justice and the people. So I think there should be a better way of speaking to the law that's not got any bad intentions towards the people that hopefully won't be so irrelevant in the courtroom, which is the person that's being judged, because that person became irrelevant, and it's not fair. So can we have a better justice around the world, and can it work? And law and can acts and bills just go, because that's not even the law, right? Can we get it simplified? Because the red tape has got no glue, and it unstuck, and it fell off, and now, we're fed up with red tape. And I think even the people that want to, there's some people that really want to strive for that sort of like business thing and all that, and they can't get anything done because it's red tape. And even the government, right, can't get anything done because of the red tape. And they keep going around in circles because of the scripted cabinets. I mean, surely it's against the law to script the cabinet. I don't think they should be allowed to do that. And do they script the courts too? Are they scripting the judge and the lawyers? I mean, if they're doing that and scripting the jury and scripting the audience and scripting the stage and scripting the orchestra and scripting the pit and scripting the walls and scripting the bricks, who's left that's real, right? So we really need to get justice to work so all of these threats can be dealt with properly, and all of the causes of the threats have gone away. So once we get justice working, we can get these threats gone, and then we don't have to send our soldiers to war for battles that are not true because justice did that, and we don't have to put our women in sex suits because justice is true and the law said no. So that would be great if we could start off with that and end human trafficking and end this zoo. Thank you.